Hey, I'm here working on a 1947 Ford 2-in tractor. Just finished rewiring it, and I'm now going to address an issue with the steering wheel. The steering wheel has too much play in it, and you can see I can move the steering wheel, and the shaft here is not moving at all. And so what the problem is the keyway in the shaft has gotten wallowed out and then enlarged. And so I'm going to try something I've never tried before to repair that. So here's a close-up view. You can see I can move the steering wheel, and it's really not engaging the shaft. I'll show you. What it is this keyway that's cut into the shaft has become wallowed out. You can see the key is moving around in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to add a little bit of metal to the keyway to make it fit more snugly, to eliminate that play, or reduce it anyway. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 pieces of copper and clamp them there. And because copper, the MIG weld won't stick to copper, so I can put a piece of copper here and one on the other side and clamp that. And then when I pull it away, I can just weld on this piece here and on the back. I'll probably just do it on one side. But the first thing I need to do is totally degrease this, clean it up. So I'm going to insert the key into the slot here. Make sure that it's centered. So I've got the key set up here. I'm going to degrease it a little bit with this non-chlorinated brake parts cleaner. And I think I'm just going to try to do one first, one side. And I guess what I'm thinking is if I ruin this thing, I can just buy another key. But I'm going to go for it and see if I can salvage this thing. And it's a good idea when you're doing something that fine to make sure you've got a good cut. Sharp cut there. Well, that's totally a lot of wire, a lot of metal there. So I'm going to have to file that down or grind it down. Surprising how fast that builds up. So that's probably all the welding I'm going to need to do on it. I'm going to have to remove all that metal now, or a lot of it. Not too bad on one side. The other side's a little high. So I've got the key in a vise here, and I've got it pretty well flush with the edge here, maybe just slightly above. And I'm just going to use a fine file and slowly take away that metal. Well, it's very close. Goes in, I just need to take a little more off of the top. It's fine on the back. And I just want to kind of sneak up on that. So this is a trial and error process. I'm getting kind of close. Just needs a little more taken off. So after a very minor amount of welding and a little trial and error with a file, I ended up with about 2/1000 of an inch buildup on the one side of this key here. And that's enough for me to, I can tap it in with a hammer and it's very snug, and I can slide the steering wheel over it. And so very happy with it. It didn't take very long to do it, and it took all the play out of the steering wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and install this piece now. So before I install the steering wheel, I'm going to put some grease in here. Looks like it's what was in there is kind of old. And I'll probably have to go in this again sometime, but there's a fitting there. I guess I could squirt some in later. So here's my modified key. Have to tap it in with a hammer. It's a little bit snug. Washer on there. One 1/16, what that nut is. Oh, that's great. Now the steering play is in the box itself, but you can feel it immediately is engaging. A lot better. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and good luck with your projects.